From ancient legends to modern-day viral videos, stories of ghosts have captivated humanity for millennia. But beyond the whispers and shadows, what does science truly say about the spectral figures we call ghosts? Are they spirits of the deceased, or something else entirely? Join us on a comprehensive journey as we investigate the evidence, or lack thereof, for the existence of ghosts. The belief in ghosts is a near universal phenomenon, transcending cultures and centuries. Across the globe, spirits of the dead are often thought to linger, interact with the living, or even haunt specific locations. In ancient Egypt, the Akh was a transfigured spirit of the deceased, believed to have power and influence over the living.
Classical Greek and Roman myths are replete with shades of the dead residing in the underworld, sometimes returning to the mortal realm.
In many Asian cultures, ancestor worship reflects a strong belief in the continued influence of deceased relatives. Even in our highly scientific age, a significant portion of the population continues to believe in ghosts. Surveys consistently show that around 30 to 40% of Americans believe in ghosts, with similar figures found in other Western countries. This enduring belief fuels a massive industry of ghost tours, paranormal investigations, and entertainment.
Despite the pervasive belief, the overwhelming consensus within the mainstream scientific community is clear. There is no verifiable empirical evidence to support the existence of ghosts. Physics, biology, and psychology have never found any consistent, reproducible proof of spectral entities or their interactions with the physical world.
The scientific method relies on testable hypotheses, observable data, and reproducible results. Claims of ghost phenomena consistently fail to meet these standards.
Many scientists and skeptical organizations categorize ghost hunting and much of parapsychology as pseudoscience due to its lack of rigorous methodology and inability to produce falsifiable claims. Dr. Richard Wiseman, a psychologist known for his skeptical research into the paranormal, emphasizes that despite countless investigations, no credible evidence for ghosts has ever emerged.
While mainstream science largely dismisses ghosts, a niche field known as parapsychology specifically investigates psychic phenomena and the survival of consciousness after death.
Organizations like the Parapsychological Association and the Rhine Research Center conduct studies on purported psi phenomena, including apparitions and hauntings. They often use specialized equipment such as electromagnetic field, EMF meters, temperature gauges, and audio recorders to detect anomalies they believe indicate paranormal activity. For instance, they might record electronic voice phenomena, or EVPs, which are alleged voices of spirits captured on electronic recordings.
However, parapsychology faces significant criticism from the wider scientific community. A major critique is the lack of reproducibility of their findings. Experiments that yield positive results are rarely successfully replicated by independent researchers.
Many studies are criticized for methodological flaws, small sample sizes, and a tendency to interpret ambiguous data as confirmation of paranormal claims.
Mainstream scientists often argue that alleged EVPs are merely auditory pareidolia, the brain interpreting random noise as recognizable speech, or artifacts of recording equipment.
So if ghosts aren't real, how do we explain the countless personal accounts of spectral encounters? Science offers compelling explanations for many phenomena, often attributed to the paranormal. One of the most common explanations is Paridolia, our brain's tendency to perceive familiar patterns, especially faces or figures, in random or ambiguous stimuli.
That shadowy figure in the corner of your eye might just be a coat rack, or a trick of the light.
Similarly, apophenia is the tendency to see meaningful connections between unrelated things, leading people to link random events to a perceived haunting.
Another fascinating explanation is infrasound, sounds with frequencies below the range of human hearing, below 20 Hz.
While inaudible, infrasound can be felt as a vibration and can induce a range of unsettling physiological and psychological effects, including feelings of unease, anxiety, fear, sadness, and even the sensation of an unseen presence.
A famous experiment by Dr. Vic Tandy demonstrated that a 19 Hz infrasound frequency generated by a faulty fan caused an engineer to experience feelings of dread and perceive a gray figure in his peripheral vision. This frequency is close to the resonant frequency of the human eyeball, potentially causing visual distortions. Some paranormal investigators attribute ghostly activity to fluctuations in electromagnetic fields, or EMF.
However, scientists explain that EMF fluctuations are naturally occurring, originating from electrical wiring, appliances, geological features, and even solar flares. Studies have shown that exposure to fluctuating EMFs can cause symptoms like headaches, dizziness, nausea, and feelings of paranoia or anxiety, which might be misinterpreted as paranormal influence. There's no scientific evidence that ghosts manipulate EMF.
For decades, alleged photographic and video evidence has been presented as proof of ghosts. However, almost every famous example has been thoroughly debunked through scientific analysis or admission of fraud. Here is some famous example. The Brown Lady of Raynham Hall, 1936. This iconic photo allegedly shows a ghostly figure descending a staircase. Skeptics propose explanations ranging from grease or dust on the lens, light leakage, a double exposure, or even a superimposition of a Virgin Mary statue from a religious book.
The Wem Fire Apparition, 1995. A photograph taken during a fire in Wem, England, appeared to show a young girl standing in the flames. It was later revealed to be a superimposition of a figure from a 1922 postcard. The photographer eventually admitted to the hoax. Lord Combermere's Ghost, 1891. This photograph appears to show the distinct outline of a man in a chair, taken shortly after Lord Combermere's death. The explanation lies in the long exposure time required for early photography, during which a servant likely sat in the chair for a short period before moving, leaving a translucent imprint on the plate. In the age of digital cameras and smartphones, alleged ghost videos have proliferated, often going viral. However, these too are frequently debunked.
Many orbs seen in videos are simply dust particles, pollen, or insects reflecting light, particularly visible under infrared camera light. Unexplained noises or voices can be attributed to environmental sounds, faulty microphones, or auditory pareidolia, where the brain interprets static or background noise as speech. Figures appearing and disappearing are often the result of camera tricks, editing software, or simple optical illusions like reflections. Magicians like Dustin Dean have popularized recreating paranormal TikTok videos using everyday items like magnets, fishing line, or mirrors.
While science currently offers no evidence for the spectral beings we call ghosts, the stories they inspire, the questions they pose about life and death, and the comfort or thrill they provide will likely ensure their presence in human culture for centuries to come. The true mystery may not be whether ghosts exist, but why we so profoundly need them to. What are your thoughts on ghosts? Have you ever had an unexplained experience? Share your stories and perspectives in the comments below. If you found this investigation insightful, please like this video, subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into fascinating topics, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next video. Thank you for watching.